Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious aka Ty Killington. Yeah man. Alright. This video we're gonna be testing how badly the Mark II was nerfed by Rockstar. And I hate to say I told you so guys, but well shit, I told you so. Alright? It's so frustrating how misguided and misdirected the energy in the GTA Online community actually is. It's almost laughable, to be quite honest. But let's back up a little bit here. So, before today, the Mark II Oppressor was the most efficient money grind vehicle in the game. And it was also a favorite to use by people who wanted to grief and troll. Alright? Because it's a very easy vehicle to use and operate. But as time passed, about a dozen vehicles and different tactics were evolved to counter the Mark II. Another Mark II, for example, is a perfect balance. If two people engage, they fight, they usually just destroy each other, and they're back on the ground. There's about a dozen vehicles that can withstand the full complement or the majority of the complement of missiles from the Mark II. Any kind of auto-aim lobby, you can just easily shoot the person off of the Mark II as they approach. So, I mean, as much as people complain about it, there are actually quite a few ways to counter and balance the Mark II. Nonetheless, led by a handful of GTA YouTubers that would fire up and stir up the community and misdirect the nerf. Now, I'm all for nerfing the Mark II, but in the right way. And everybody, for some reason, decided the best way to nerf the Mark II was to give it Buzzard-like homing rocket missiles. And so for the longest time, I screamed practically by myself that is a dumb idea because the Buzzard missiles on a Mark II are not going to stop people from using it to grief. It will only hurt people who use it to money grind because money grinders need that precise accuracy, which helps make it as efficient as it is. Alright? Now, I've showed videos in the past using a Buzzard and showing people that the rockets on a Buzzard are practically as easy to grief people with as the homing rockets on a Mark II. Alright? The Mark II only has 20 rockets. So it's even more important for a person that uses it to money grind with that they are accurate and efficient to be able to complete missions and get through setups. Alright? Now, I have argued until I'm blue in the face with people on Twitter, people in my comments on YouTube and in my live streams. The best way to nerf the Mark II, either just get rid of it altogether, right? Which again, won't stop griefing. It'll just evolve into, it'll go back to the jets like it did before, or the remote control vehicles, or the scram jets, or the deluxos, all the other grief vehicles that are in the game, right? So again, it only hurts the money grinder. Either get rid of it, or what you need to do to make it a win-win situation for everyone is make it to where the Mark II cannot lock on to real players or sale vehicles. If you make it to where it just simply can't lock on to a live player which is driving their brand new $3 million overpriced car that they'll only use for a week or so, if you make it to where you can't lock onto them, you make it to where you can't lock onto a slow driving post-op truck or a slow flying Titan airplane which would get shot down by a slingshot, okay? That would solve the problem for everybody. Everyone that's crying and moaning about it being used to grief them, which honestly is warranted. I do agree with that. I do. I honestly do. But everyone that's complaining about that, right, and saying, oh, turn it into the homing rockets of a Buzzard, it solves their problem. And for the money grinders, people that use it to money grind with, we only use it to attack NPCs and to fight against NPCs. On the rare occasion, we use it to defend ourselves against other people on a Mark II or in a jet or whatever. But, you know, honestly, you can't even fight against a jet in a Mark II. It can't fly with it. It can't keep up with the speed. The rockets can't shoot it down, a jet down, right? So that solves everybody's problem. It makes it to where money grinders are happy. We have the efficiency and the accuracy with the rockets. And then we have people that are just, you know, casual PvP players, which while you're PvPing in free mode and GTA is whatever, but it's your right to play the game however you want. I get that. But that was the argument that I made for the longest time. Why can't we do that? Or at the very least, if you're going to give the Mark II the Buzzard style missiles, then give the Buzzard the Mark II style missiles, right? So there you have it, and that would solve everybody's problem. Well, so to speak. You're going to see here in just a moment that it doesn't solve anything. And again, it only hurts the money. It hurts the money grinder more than it does the average, PvP player or the griever, right? So what you are about to see is me having to prove again my point. And I hate that I had to do this. I had to do it for science. I am sincerely sorry to everyone that I had to, murk out. But I have to prove a point here. So as you see, this is what it looks like against PvE. I'm trying to shoot at cops. And yes, the rockets are dramatically inaccurate now. They are just like the Buzzard rockets. So, trying to shoot down a NPC is going to be more difficult, but not impossible, right? I'm in a lobby now, and I just wanted to see how effective I could be at taking out regular players. As you see right there, the first one, not a problem at all. And look at this guy right here. I see a Night Shark, which I cannot destroy in my Mark II because the armor's too strong. But the Night Shark is trying to destroy this other player. He's grieving this other player in that pink car right there. So, and yes, it is a little bit more difficult to take out a player now, but all you have to do is make a slight adjustment, and you're destroying their vehicles. MOC rolls by, another counter to the Mark II. I can't destroy the MOC. Here's just a regular car just chilling. I had to take him out. Here's another kid right here. He dismounts out of his vehicle, and because he can auto-lock onto me, I can't take him out. Another counter or balance. This guy right here, this POW target, the missile tracks, this is what I'm talking about, guys. The misguided and misdirected energy. This kid right here was taking a car to the docks. I did not destroy him. He tried to make some money. I'm not going to grief him. This guy right here was just trying to probably kill him. Took him out easily. Look at this. I thought that this mil-spec Patriot would at least have the jammer, but it doesn't. He uses it for remote control griefing and then hides inside Los Santos Customs because he knows he's about to get killed. All right? And look at this guy right here. I know that I can no longer, attack and destroy them head on. Even before, that was still difficult on the Mark II. I just dropped down to his level or close to it, and that's it. So for about 10 minutes straight, I punished this lobby. This kid on this motorcycle, I didn't even have to score a direct hit. The splash damage alone took him out. So, the uproar about trying to nerf this Mark II by ridiculously giving it Buzzard-style homing rockets, again, misguided and misdirected. Energy that ended up being a wasted opportunity. All right, again, I'm all for the nerf. Hell, like I said, I'm all for the complete removal. But if it's going to be here, let's make the correct changes. And we failed to do that. Or at least the community at large. I know on my side, and people that agree with me, we did our best. I did my best. I tried to argue and convince people that this was the wrong change. And here we have it. It is. It was a wasted opportunity. The Mark II has been nerfed just enough for people who use it to grief with to slightly have to adjust their tactics, and nerfed just enough for people who use it to money grind with for it to actually be less effective. Now, will it still be used to money grind with? Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? But will it still be used to grief and troll people with? Yes. And that was the main objective, was to remove that. And it didn't happen. The opportunity was wasted. It's gone. So, anyways, though, there you have it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the Ills and Reels content in the game. Smash that like button. See you in the next one. Peace out. Yeah.